Hello, dear friend. Thanks for tuning in to another reflection today. Today's reflection is about something subtle, something most of us carry, but we rarely speak out loud about it. We're talking about the unspoken rules that we believe exist in our adult friendships. The ones that say, don't reach out too much, or don't be too emotional, don't ask for too much. And we didn't write these rules down, but we most probably live by them, and they shape what we believe we're allowed to need, to ask, or to feel. So today, I want to ask you, what are the quiet, unsaid rules that you follow in your friendships, and are these rules actually serving you? Because here's the thing. Some rules were never ours to begin with. They were survival strategies, and they can be rewritten. So let's start off with what you expect from friendships. When you think of friendships, what do you believe a good friend does? And how, well, to consider a harder question, what do you believe is too much to ask from a friend? Is it maybe emotional support, or frequent check-ins, honest conversations about hard things? When do you feel like you're crossing an invisible line? Maybe when you cry, or ask for time with them? Maybe when you're the one initiating for the fourth or the fifth time in a row. These moments reveal the rules that we've internalized over time, and naming them is the first step toward experiencing what freedom could be. So what are you allowed to talk about with your friends? Do you share your heartbreaks, or just your wins? Do you bring spiritual life and your mental health, your quiet grief into the room when you're with your friends? And who usually initiates the plans or holds that emotional space? And do you ever find yourself wondering, am I too much? Or will they think I'm needy? Is this a normal thing to ask for? That inner hesitation, that's the rule book talking. So now, I want you to ask yourself, where do you think these unspoken and unsaid rules originated? Were they the family dynamics you grew up with, or the cultural expectations you were in? Maybe early friendships that taught you to keep things light and easy. Have you ever tested one of these rules? Maybe by being more honest than usual? And I'd love to hear what happened. Were you met with discomfort, or maybe deeper connection? Here's a helpful filter. Which rules feel like healthy boundaries, and which ones feel like fear in disguise? Because that distinction really matters. Boundaries protect connection, but fear prevents it. Let's dive a little deeper into the hard question I asked earlier. Are these rules creating freedom and closeness in your experience, or are they keeping you small and unseen? Are you holding back from truth because you're afraid of being too much? Or are you hiding from your needs because you believe that they're inconvenience? Like, what might shift in your relationships if just one rule was loosened a bit? What if you believed it was okay to say, I'm struggling today. Could you check in again tomorrow with me? Or, I know we haven't talked in a bit, but I really miss you. Those aren't burdens. Those are bridges. But dear listener, if all of this feels unfamiliar or confusing, try something like saying this sentence. I believe I have to blank in order to keep my friends. And let whatever fills that blank be honest, even if it's hard to admit. Or imagine a friendship with no rules, just safety, truth, love. What would you say? And how would you show up? Or ask yourself, what do I long to express that I usually suppress? See, that longing is important. So don't shame it. Allow it. Let's take another deep breath, shall we? Let what's surfaced, let it settle. Let your body feel the truth of what it's been carrying this long time. And as you do so, I want you to ask yourself, what rule am I ready to release? Or what do I want to start allowing in my friendships? And what would it look like to relate from honesty instead of habit? Maybe this week that means initiating deeper conversation with someone that you trust. Perhaps it is setting a boundary where you've been over-functioning. Or maybe it's asking for support instead of staying silent, like just once, just to see how it feels. Because friendship does not require performance. It asks instead for presence, and presence only happens when integrity and intimacy meet. And you, my friend, deserve the kind of friendship that makes room for truth, that makes room for your voice and your messiness and your longing. So you get to rewrite the rules of your experience and your story. Thank you again for being here. Thanks for listening to the quiet places in yourself. Thank you for believing that connection is worth unlearning former patterns for. I so appreciate you.